So, this is your spaceship?
It's a space-time ship, technically, but yes it is. So, Carly Turner, young university student from 2003, where would you like to go?
Oh wow, I don't know.
You never wanted to go out and travel?
Well, I never really had the money.
Well, money is no obstacle, anywhere in the universe. Where would you like to go?
The moon?
The moon?
Well, I don't know. I thought the world was a big place until about half an hour ago.
Earth is a big place.
Well, not really. Not when you're talking about the whole universe.
Oh, Carly, there's so much I have to show you.
We're here.
Step outside those doors, Carly.
Okay. We're on the moon.
Quite. And you see that just there?
Earth.
You see, Carly, the Earth isn't just small in comparison to the rest of the galaxy. It's brilliant and marvellous, and sits proudly with the entire universe.
Well, I suppose you're right. Where are we?
3216. This is the colony on the moon, but today is a very special day.
Wow. That's so far.
Not too far when you have the whole of time and space to choose from. Well, don't you want to know what's so special about today?
What?
Today is the official inauguration of the Galactic Federation.
And who are they?
They're kind of like a government, but for the entire galaxy. Imagine a union of planets all working together.
And we've arrived to see that happen. On the moon.
Precisely. You tell me that the Earth is so small in the universe, yet they are the host and founders of the Galactic Federation.
You know, I wasn't calling humans small.
Okay, fine, but you did say that you felt small in comparison. I don't want that. You are important, Carly. Your species are important.
Thank you, Doctor.
Pleasure. Now, let me check. Yep, we've got 10 minutes until the ceremony.
Hang on. If we've travelled in time, how can your watch still be correct?
It's wired into where the TARDIS lands. That way my watch is always relative to when we are.
You are full of surprises.
I try. Now, come along. We'll be late.
Report, Colonel Tornom. What is our situation?
All systems failing, General. Our ship will be out of action within minutes.
Then what and where is our nearest target?
A lunar satellite orbiting Sol 3.
Then that shall be our destination, Colonel. Set a course at once.
We are honored to host species from across the universe for the coming together of our union. On stage, we have the core leaders of our galaxy. General Carl of Arcadia, Supreme Leader Slazenga of Galassus Bright, Prime Minister Maximus of Magnus Prime, and lastly, World Leader Knight of Earth. All of you, step forward.
So, what's happening?
There's a call for commitment to the Union. Each leader will get the chance to pledge willingly.
I call you all to step forward.
Here we go.
Under the amendment of the Galactic Universal Agreement, Article 501, that decrees this union, all those who agree fully and unbiasedly, please say aye.
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 It is my proud duty and privilege to announce this Galactic Federation complete and open.
That was incredible.
Wasn't it just? Now, come along.
Well, we're not just going, are we? There's a huge celebration to be had.
And I know how it all plays out. I've seen it.
Well, I haven't.
Yes, well, I suppose that is correct.
What's wrong, Doctor? Why don't you want to stick around?
I just find these ceremonies so boring. Knowing what's to come, it can make events boring at times.
Why don't we go back to the hall? Say hello to some of the people there. I swear I saw something weird in there that I'm sure you can tell me about.
You're talking about aliens, aren't you?
I think so. Hang on, what's that?
Looks like a shooting star.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Wait.
Are you okay?
That's not a shooting star.
So what is it?
Carly, come on, we've got to warn the others.
Colonel Tornom, I am attempting to land us in what appears to be a docking bay.
Excellent work, soldier. Now prepare yourself.
What of Grard?
He is secure. Brace for impact.
Stop everything. Please stop.
What is the meaning of this?
There's a ship out there. It's about to crash near this Moonbase.
Don't be ridiculous. This is a private occasion. There is no need for such a childish joke.
It's not a joke. We saw it.
Guards, escort these two back to their shuttle.
No, please. Ah, no, you have to.
Well, where now?
We need to see where that ship landed.
So that's terrorism, yeah? That explosion?
We cannot assume that. You saw it clear as day. That ship may have turned for us, but it was already damaged. We need to get to it before the cavalry arrive.
Oh my god.
What's going on?
My soldiers. My comrades. We need...
What are they?
Sontarans.
Who exactly are you both?
I'm the Doctor. This is Carly.
And why can't we find these names on the guest list?
We were just dropping by. The Doctor mentioned this event and we dressed up to see it.
If you call that dressing up.
Excuse me?
Where are the visitors?
Visitors? I don't know about any visitors. Unless you mean the intruders.
They crashed here.
At the same time as the Galactic Federation inauguration?
You do know who they are, right?
Sit back down!
Well, do you?
Sontarans.
Yes, it's a Sontaran. So why aren't you concerned?
Why must I be concerned? We are in this maximum security moonbase.
Which this Sontaran broke into.
There's more than one. There's three.
Then the situation is certainly concerning.
I agree.
You agree for different reasons, miss.
The name's Pasdar. Know me by that. Why do we agree differently?
Well, Pasdar, 3 Sontarans in your sickbay are being treated for severe wounds upon their crash landing, but their fear was real. The Sontaran myself and my friends saw was fearful for its soldiers.
Why should that matter? Sontarans are a clone batch. They can make others.
Exactly. So why would they care for one another? A Sontaran's pride is in the glory of battle. They care not for each other, but for their own pride.
So what? There's only 3 of them on board. They just want as many of their kind to take over this place.
And yet they have not acted.
Must you insist on being correct?
Only when people like you won't see the bigger picture.
What do you mean, Doctor?
Sontarans were once in a war with a species called the Routans. It helped them remain at bay and prevent them from taking over other worlds. The conflict lasted 150,000 years. But then, the Sontarans finally won. I was there when they did. It felt like a new universe again.
Enough of the history lesson. What is your point?
My point is, Pasdar, they were running. 3 Sontarans in their single Sontaran pod crashing through space. Carly and I saw it. They changed their course for this Moonbase. The first thing that Sontaran general asked of me was for assistance, but not for him, but for his soldiers. Now, where are they?
One of them remains in the sick bay. The other 2 are awaiting interrogation.
Let me talk to them.
Who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the leading authority on the Sontarans, and I've just deduced this entire situation in the last minute and a half.
You are a bold one.
There's one more thing that you haven't considered. If the Sontarans were running, what's chasing them?
This man, the Doctor, is authorized to interrogate the hostiles.
Bit early to call them hostile, Pasdar.
When I ask you for advice on my management and wording, the Moonbase will truly be destroyed. Now, go and find the truth.
How long do you intend to keep me imprisoned here? This impedes my honor!
You can't expect the people here to sit back and let you onto this moonbase without an explanation.
We crashed.
But the first thing you said to myself and my friend was, please help my friends. I didn't realise that Sontarans had a concept of friendship.
Comradeship is forged in battle. That is the way of a Sontaran.
I understand that. So tell me, what are you running from? Alright, let's start with your name. Who are you?
I am General Valix, of the Sontaran Elite Force. Valix the Fearless.
Nice to meet you, Valix. Now, what were you running from?
We were not running! We were retreating.
Alright then. Either way, the question.
Our enemies were prepared.
I could see that from the state of your ship.
This was merely an accidental crash.
I saw your ship turn for us. Now, either you're here for malicious intent or you actually need help. Which will it be?
Do you expect me to trust you? Enemy whose name I don't even know?
You'll recognise the name. I'm the Doctor.
We are aware of you.
Quite. So you know that I know your history. The long war with the Rootans, the rise of the Sontaran Empire through it. So, what's happening with the Empire these days?
The Empire is in danger. A new threat has made itself known to us. They are known as the Mentiads.
Mentiads? What are they?
A race of pure thought. They have the ability to inhabit the bodies of beings that have weak minds.
So the Sontarans are the next targets?
Are you implying the Sontaran race is weak-minded?
Not at all, but you're obviously running from something, and if you are, it means they are on their way here.
They are. And what of my clone batch?
One is in critical condition and remains in the sick bay. The other is waiting outside, also to be interviewed.
That would be Colonel Tornom, my deputy. The other is Grard, a cadet in training. This was his first posting.
I see. What happened before you crashed here? Where were you?
We were fighting just outside this solar system. The Mentiads wanted to take back one of our moons in this system.
Outer moons? It was owned?
Of course, once by the Empire. But like I said, our enemy was better prepared.
So you fled?
Our fleet was decimated. Our ship was the only one not infected. I cannot know for sure if we weren't followed.
How long has this conflict been going?
20 years. Barely grains of sand compared to our war with the Rootans. But the Mentiads, they can possess the ones we trust. Our own soldiers!
How do you stop them?
Only once inside a host, they can be killed. But they have already infiltrated many Sontaran outposts, stealing our own knowledge and using it against us to improve their stance in the conflict.
I see.
Believe it or not, but we do not wish to harm anyone here. We all believe the Empire is now lost. We trusted our own comrades, only to be purged by the Mentiads. We only want one solitary thing now. Asylum.
But you were bred for war, only to serve the Sontaran Empire.
Like I said before, the Empire is lost. We have no use outside of the battlefield. But we will be honored to fight in another war elsewhere, for the glory of the Elite Force.
Right.
Fascinating. They both exhibit no traits of a Sontaran warrior.
I'm not familiar with the Mentiads, but from what General Valix has told me about them, they are a viable threat.
Right. So you believe him?
Well, why shouldn't I?
Because they're Sontarans?
And they're running. No matter if it's a trick, it will always bring dishonor to a Sontaran to be witnessed fleeing the battlefield.
Well, you must know these Sontarans pretty well.
I've been witness to their ever-growing conflict with the Rootans, but ever since their dealings have been widely unknown. Their empire was allowed to flourish, as they have been looking for war in other parts of the universe, and now they have a new conflict, one that seems to be taking a toll on their kind.
And what of this elite force? You didn't question that.
The elite force, specifically cloned from the 3 finest troops within the Empire. They are skilled both mentally and physically.
So they're pretty much super soldiers?
Well, not in the same way that you might think of it, but they are superior.
I guess they're very important to both their empire as well as their enemies.
Quite. Do we need to speak to Colonel Tornom?
Not right now. I think General Valix has told us enough.
Very well. Down to the sickbay then?
Hello. May we see the injured patient?
Ah, yes. Follow me.
So what can you tell us about the patient?
He was badly hurt. Brain activity's been mostly dormant, as if he were comatose.
That's to be expected, with such a crash.
Actually, according to our examinations, it wasn't the crash that hurt him this badly, although it didn't help.
So what was it?
Well, we believe it was some outside interference, perhaps whatever happened to them before they crashed.
Oh.
What's wrong?
Valix mentioned that they were running from a conflict. What if the Mentiads got to this patient before they escaped?
Oh no.
I can only hope you're just being paranoid.
Sorry, what's going on?
Let's just approach the patient with caution, Dr. Stevens.
He looks so lifeless.
Like I said, he's in a comatose state of some sort.
But usually you just sort of feel something.
What are you talking about?
I know what you mean, Carly. This Sontaran looks very unwell.
Yes, well, he's been through a lot.
May I?
Yes, if you're sure.
Major trauma to the skull, nothing broken, but the brain is having extreme pressure put onto it.
Could be internal bleeding.
No, it's not that. It's something in his neurons.
Is it those things?
Mentiads? Maybe. I think we need to isolate this Sontaran.
Agreed. Dr. Stevens, see to it.
What do we do now then?
Well, if this Sontaran is infected by a Mentiad, then we need to put this Moonbase on lockdown.
And seal us in with it?
You really want this thing going to Earth, infecting countless hosts and calling its kind. The Galactic Federation has only just formed. Come to think of it, where are the guests?
They have been kept in the Grand Hall, unaware of the validity of what you've claimed.
So you've told them it's fake, then?
That's right.
In that case, you need to evacuate.
Sorry, Miss Pasdar, you want the patient in isolation?
Yes, please, Dr. Stevens. Doctor, Carly, with me.
So what do we do now?
What we need to do is evacuate the guests before this situation escalates.
I will not do that, Doctor.
Why? Does it look bad for you?
Of course.
What? And you think that locking them in here with that is a good idea?
Do not question me, either one of you.
Well, we aren't trying to question you. We're trying to say that it won't be a good look for you if this Moonbase is bloody attacked by these mentaloid things, when all of the leaders are right here.
Couldn't have put it better myself, Miss Turner.
It's Carly.
Of course.
Guards, take these two to the cells.
You what?
You cannot disrupt the most important event in recent history. We will contain that infected Sontaran until the end of the ceremony, at which time you will be released and sent on your way.
This is the wrong decision, Pasdar.
This time, you were wrong. Take them away.
Sandra, could you please move the patient into isolation?
I am awake.
Gosh, you are.
What happened?
Well, stay calm. You were in a crash. What's the last thing you remember?
The battle. The opportunity.
Okay, I see. Well, lay down and I'll get someone to check you over properly.
Ah! No! No!
Alright. Then what do you want?
The extinction of the Sontarans!
Let us out! Let us out!
Come on, Carly. There's no need for the cliche here. They won't listen to us.
Well, I can try.
So, Carly Turner.
What?
Tell me a bit about you.
You want to do this now?
Naturally. What better time?
Well, what's there to tell?
Just something about yourself. I know you're a student from 2003, that you lived in Southend-on-Sea in Essex. But you have a great taste in friends, but not so much in lovers. But other than that, I don't know much else.
It's a bit harsh.
I read people, it's what I do.
So what can you read about me at face value then,
Well, you're certainly a no-nonsense girl. You've got a hardened side to you, like a barrier that makes you feel safe. But underneath, there's more.
Oh yeah?
When I asked you where you wanted to go, you froze. You didn't know what to say because all you'd ever really known was your life in Southend. But at the same time, you are someone with experience. But not travel experience, no.
Well, no, not travel experience.
Then what?
People experience? Well, people are annoying and they think they know what's best for you.
And yet you're stuck in this cell with me.
You aren't people. You're not even close to people. You're a... well, I don't even know.
I'm a Time Lord.
A what lord?
Well, specifically I'm a Gallifreyan. Time Lord is just the title. I come from a planet of snobs called Gallifrey.
What, and you're not snobbery sometimes?
Trust me, if you ever see one of my race, you'll see a new kind of snobby.
Right, I believe it when I see it.
So why don't you like people?
Well, they're just overprotective or they're manipulative. There's always someone who wants you to do something, and there's always someone who wants to hold you in this little protective bubble. There's never a middle ground.
And what about Elise? Where does she fit in?
Well, she's one of the rare ones.
I see, so Jared, he's one of the manipulative ones?
Like you couldn't already tell.
And the overprotective ones?
Just family.
Ah, so the parents. They never want you to see daylight, experience the world for yourself?
Come on, let's find a way out of here.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just think we've done enough talking. We need to find a way out.
A hair clip? Why'd you have that?
Hello? Might need to put my hair up or something?
Why would you need to do that?
Are you sure you're from Gallifrey or whatever?
Quite sure. Why?
Because you sound like a lot of men I've met. There.
Excellent work, Miss Turner.
Carly.
Carly. Excellent work, Carly. We have to warn the guests.
What will happen to us, General?
Patience, Colonel. The humans shall make their own decision. We can only hope for a peaceful solution.
And what of our people?
The Empire is lost, Tornom. Never forget that.
Never forget what?
We were just conversing about the Empire.
We may have some use for you.
Excellent. Tell me, who shall we be fighting?
The Mentiads.
What?
We need information on their kind. What can kill them when they're not in a particular form?
That is impossible.
There must be a way.
We have discovered, in very rare cases, that exposure to dark matter can affect their movements.
Dark matter being space itself.
That is correct, yes.
Who are you? What do you want? Unhand me!
Where is the bridge? I must make contact with my people.
I can't.
Enough excuses!
No. Please don't.
You could have been the vessel for my brothers and sisters, but a mind weak as yours cannot be salvaged.
Listen to me. We are in grave danger.
You two. How did you escape the cells?
We are under attack.
God removed them from this Moonbase.
3 Sontarans are here. One of them is infected.
Valix, what are you doing here? You should be preparing.
Everyone, do not be alarmed. This Moonbase is now under temporary control of the Sontaran elite force.
You cannot do this.
You, Pasdar, you refuse to act when this Moonbase is mere hours from destruction?
We need ships. There will be an army of Mentiads arriving shortly.
Stop this. What is happening?
I know what it is. It is the Mentiad war cry.
Then your brother-in-arms has been affected.
Any soldiers or pilots here?
I can fly.
Me too.
Anyone else?
Check the docking bay. There will be pilots there.
Excellent. Doctor, you're with me.
No, someone has to face the Mentiad on board.
Very well, then. Soldiers, at arms. Follow me.
You will regret this, Doctor.
And you will certainly regret your actions here today. That is, if you live to regret it.
Is that a threat?
No, it's a reminder that you left all these innocent people here to die if we don't succeed in stopping the Mentiads. Now, excuse me, we have a war to prevent.
Yeah, and you're a bitch. Wait up, Doctor!
Well, I never.
So what's your plan?
Simple. Stop the Mentiad Sontaran and the Galactic Federation fleet will hold back the Mentiad's army.
So how do we do that?
Search me. Anyway, come on.
Will these controls suit?
They will suit us fine, soldier.
Very good. Lead the way.
Forward, Tornom. For the glory of the elite force. For Grard!
Dr. Stevens.
What happened to him?
He's been shot. The burn. It's from Sontaran weaponry.
So the Sontaran is somewhere on the ship?
Quite. Let me just check the database. The unique energy signature is heading for the Great Hall. All of the guests are in danger.
How did we miss him?
He's not as familiar with this base as we are. Come on, back to the Great Hall.
I think they're ahead of us.
You are correct, pilot. That is the enemy.
In such small parts?
They are of pure thought, soldier. Thus, they do not need ships. Fire on my command.
We are in range.
Fire!
Halt!
Please, stop.
You dare hold us on Sontaran?
You're a Mentiad. You don't need to hide it.
How?
It's not exactly a secret. The other two Sontarans told us what happened.
Either way, we know of this moonbase and this planet. A new advantage for our war with the Sontarans.
But we haven't done anything.
That's the price of war.
If you enter that Great Hall, you will die.
You threaten me?
I'm not threatening anyone, but there are guards and they are armed.
Then perhaps I shall leave this body and enter your mind. You are a clever one.
Don't you dare.
Then you will stay away. You will all stand down for the Mentiad Collective. Any other takers?
Status report.
50% of their fleet has been depleted. Only another...
Report. Repeat report.
He's gone, Colonel.
Then let us end this valiantly. For the glory of For the glory of the Galactic Federation.
For the glory!
Into battle.
Mentiad, stop this.
Enough of the remarks. Stand over there with the leaders. Everybody else, form over there. We will take over the Galactic Federation. There can be no stopping us! Ah! No!
Pasdar!
He neglected to think that the manager may also need to protect themselves.
You killed him.
Enough of the sentiment, Doctor. Where are the troops?
In battle.
Opening the observation screen.
Oh my god.
Looks like we're winning so far. Can we send a transmission to Valix?
We should be able to.
Incoming transmission from the Moonbase.
Answer it.
The Mentiad has been killed on the Moonbase. I'm sorry we couldn't save your friend.
In that case, we shall honor him in battle. Activate Protocol 13.
Protocol 13?
Yes, comrade. There is very few of them left now. This act shall show them the might of the Sontaran race. The might of the Galactic Federation.
Yes, General.
Protocol 13, Protocol 13. Wait, no, Valix, you can't!
We must, Doctor. Where would we go after this?
Ready at your command, General.
Move us closer to the swarm. Now!
They blew themselves up.
Report! Report!
They did it.
They destroyed the Mentiat Collective.
But a thought cannot be stopped, pilot. Their pods may be gone, but thought cannot be destroyed.
Actually, Doctor, they are frozen.
Well, how can you know?
He told me, the General. He told me that dark matter acts like a coolant to their energy waves. They are frozen.
And what will you do with them exactly?
We will lock them up, using dark matter containment.
It's a nice view.
Quite. The same view as earlier, but with some new insight.
Mind if I join you?
Oh, of course, Carly.
You didn't call me Miss Turner this time.
No, I didn't.
What's wrong?
It's just... I took you here to show you the beginning of a fantastic federation. A union between humans and other alien species. But having seen what I've seen today, I agree with you. Sometimes the universe feels too big. Thus, you feel so small.
Oh, Doctor.
There's a time when I used to question myself the same way. But I worry that my efforts are in vain. I help the Sontarans defeat their biggest enemy. But thus, they've found another. It's the way the world works.
You think you feel small? You come from a race called the Time Lords. I mean, you're Lords of Time. That's pretty big.
Yeah, well, I ran away from all that. I'm a rogue element, as they would call it.
How'd you get your hands on this old thing?
Oh, don't let the lady upset you, old girl.
Huh?
Well, the TARDIS. She's alive. She hears all.
How can a machine be alive?
Well, she's not a machine. Don't let her catch you saying that again.
You're so strange, you know that.
I'll explain it all to you eventually. So, you still haven't told me what happened with your family?
Oh,
It's alright if you don't want to tell me. Family can be complicated. I should know.
No, it's okay. My mum, she died giving birth to me. I never knew her, and my dad left when he found out she was pregnant.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I never knew them, really. But I had a foster home I lived in until I was 15.
And they were the overprotective ones?
Yep. They would read somewhere that children without their true parents became lost within society and would run to drugs or crime. Proper weirdos.
But they cared about you.
They never let me do anything, though. I never got to live.
Living is all about perspective, Miss Turner. You see? Over there?
Yeah?
That is a cluster sun. The largest type of sun there is. I could fly the TARDIS into an orbit around it, opening the doors and let you enjoy the rays.
You'd want to do that?
You're my friend. I'm happy to.
Thank you.
Not a problem. You let me call you Miss Turner.
Just this once. Come on then. Show me the universe.